Hello there, and welcome to a new type of video for my channel. I'm basically making the types of videos I like to watch, which include reviews, impressions, and in this case, lists. As with the other videos, these are just my own thoughts about a topic and my personal favorites for whatever category. In this case, I want to take some time to lend some respect to the most famous voice in gaming.
You mean Nolan North?
No, the other one.
Troy Baker?
No, the other one.
Oh, Jennifer Hale!
Alright, come on now. We all know that Mario is the most famous voice. And I want to share my own personal favorite performances by the now retired voice of the world's most famous plumber, Charles Martinet. These are the games that I specifically remember Mario's lines in, or other Martinet characters, even though I haven't played in some time. The kinds of voice lines that stick in my brain from a young age. Time to start. Let's go! What better way to start off this list than with the one that started it all? Now, I know that's only half true, as Martinet did a Mario voice for a couple edutainment titles before this, but this made it canon. Nintendo did the right thing by having his voice be the start of everything before even the title. "It's me, Mario," became an instant classic line to reference even in other games, movies, etc. But that's not the most impressive part for me. I didn't know this till many years later, but if you listen carefully after you've left the controller long enough for Mario to sleep, he'll murmur about various pasta dishes like he's dreaming about food. What's cool about this is that it's one of the few parts that he didn't receive any instruction on what to say, so this is Charles fleshing out Mario's character. There are so many iconic lines and sounds here, like the hard "Woof" when Mario gets bodied, and the "Mamma Mia" when he gets kicked out of a level. Charles Martinet had a decent career before this, but I bet he can rightfully claim this is the job that made the rest of his career.
Here we go!
This entry could be considered all of the Mario and Luigi series, but Superstar Saga was one of my early mainstays. While Super Mario RPG introduced me to RPGs in the first place, and I'm very excited to play the remake later this year, it was the combination of Paper Mario for N64 and Mario and Luigi for GBA that kept me hooked. There weren't many RPGs that I tried at that point, and fewer that I really understood. Even Pokemon was a little tough for me, just because it was so different from the platformers that were pretty much all I knew. These two Mario RPGs were the first I ever beat by myself, and Superstar Saga was the first I beat without a guide. On top of all that, since Paper Mario didn't really have any voices, Mario and Luigi gets the shout out here. You got a few basic lines like "I got it," but the main lines I remember? Anytime Mario or Luigi tried to talk to somebody, and all we got was, It's the best I got. Like, it totally sounds like it could be Italian, but we all know it's gibberish, and it's the funniest thing I heard in a Mario game. As a matter of fact, this is the first time I laughed at a video game. It was truly special, and even a traumatizing GBA theft was not enough to keep me away for long. That's a story for another day. It really wasn't that bad, but I was little, so yeah, not a good time. This game, however, is a very good time. Here we have another early Charles Martinet as Mario, except here we have even more. Martinet has been the voice of a number of Mario characters, including Waluigi, and even Baby Mario and Luigi. But about half of the voices first appeared here in Mario Kart 64 with some very fun line reads that really helped show what the characters are all about. Luigi's probably the weakest here, as he's far too close to Mario's voice to sometimes tell the difference. And seriously, in the Mario Party games, I don't think I can even tell. Mario's got some great lines, like, again, the title screen, "Welcome to Mario Kart." His little shout after getting hit, also iconic. But a certain Yellow Man, a very gross man, was first introduced to me here. I had never seen Wario before this, and I didn't know much about him. However, lines like, I'm the best, and my personal favorite, I'm gonna win, definitely showed that he was like a sort of messed up, maybe evil twin of Mario. It was completely fascinating to me, and his weight and speed helped him become a favorite of mine for a time. As far as an introduction to Wario goes, Martinet's portrayal really helped me get to know this disgusting, wonderfully selfish man that should not be lovable at all, yet somehow is? I might need some therapy to work through this. I'm feeling very confused.
I'm a Wario. I'm gonna win.
Alright, if you haven't played this game, I have zero doubt that you are very confused as to why this is here, especially at number 2. But if you have played this game, then you would know that this game provides some of the most unique line reads in Mario history. This game is a successor to the original Donkey Kong series, but most specifically, Donkey Kong for the Game Boy. See, that game started in a way that looked like the original arcade game, but quickly became a series of very fun, highly acrobatic platforming stages, unlike other Mario games, with an emphasis on puzzle solving and fancy maneuvers. That's what we got out of Mario vs. Donkey Kong, but the GBA games also had this weird obsession with voice acting that lent us some real gems, see the Mario and Luigi I mentioned earlier. But this is so high on my list because the things Mario says here would only be said here. I don't think any lines in this game that were more than "let's go" or the "oof" or "mamma mia", I don't think any of those other lines have been reused, and I don't think they could be. Off the top of my head, I can still hear him say, "No you don't! No you don't! Hey, come back here!" And even more Italian-sounding gibberish, almost like Mario is cussing out Donkey Kong. This is maybe the most verbal Mario's ever been, and coming packaged with such an awesome game made for a real treat. And I just have to throw in here, not in my script, but I personally am very excited for the Switch remake. It definitely could use a graphics glow-up. Not sure it needs a co-op mode, but I'm excited to try it. I cannot wait. You're reading this right. My top pick for Charles Martinet's best performance in a Mario game is not Mario's game. Now again, I gotta say, my picks are not specifically related to his best performances, rather the ones that I remember most fondly. It's a more personal list, and this is a personal game. You see, before this, Luigi was literally a green clone of Mario, with perhaps a bit more youthful energy from being the younger brother. Now, thanks to Luigi's Mansion, he's his own character. Bit cowardly, but courageous enough to save the ones he cares about, including his much more heroic older brother, Mario. The little shivers and yells, calling for Mario, the little humming throughout the game, it all adds so much to Luigi as a character, and finally gave him his own voice instead of a near copy of the red guy. This game was as much a landmark for me as for Luigi, as I identify very strongly with him. Growing up, I, too, was a little boy, scared to finish hardly any game without a guide, always looking to my older brother to help me out. This game still scared me a little because I was young and didn't know what to expect from it, but I pushed through. Me and Luigi shaking in our boots the whole way till I finally beat it. One of the earliest games I beat, no help from a guide or big brother. Thank you, Charles Martinet, for making Luigi the lovable coward to show me that I could make it through hard and scary things and still come out okay. So there's my weird, personal top 5 favorite Martinet Mario games. Let me know what yours are in the comments, personal or otherwise. And while I won't be doing a ton of videos like this, lists I mean, I do hope to keep them coming from time to time. Don't forget to check the description for my email and check out my Patreon page, please, but otherwise be sure to like and subscribe for more reviews and some top 5s in the future. Thank you again, Charles Martinet, and I'm looking forward to seeing whatever it is you'll be doing as a Mario ambassador, and to hearing the new talent I know you'll be involved in passing the torch over to. Later all!